Hi everyone, part 3 of the assembly table build. We've already installed the electric, the dust collection, and the built-in air compression system. Today we're going to put our top on and install our drawers. Deciding what kind of top to put on this table was probably the most challenging and most difficult decision to make here. I've done a lot of research on it. I wanted something really flat, like a torsion box top, but I also wanted something that's hard and heavy and something that could withstand a lot of abuse. So I decided to go with a 3-ply top, 3 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood. The third and top sheet is going to be a better quality piece, and it will be removable. These two pieces that I have here, we are going to cut them down to size, and then we are going to glue them together. And I have these special screws here that I'm going to be using with this big head that will pull them together. I let this dry overnight. Now it's time to take out the screws. I don't know if you noticed when I was putting this top on, I left a little bit of an overhang all the way around the table. And the reason why I did that is because the first piece, I took a little extra time to make sure that all the corners are square at 90 degrees. So now, instead of having to do the same process with this top piece, I'm just going to take a flush trim bit, put it on my router, and just slice off the edge of this so that way it's even and flush with the bottom piece. That's going to be a lot quicker and a lot easier. And then when I put the third piece on, I'm going to do the same exact thing. So that way we have 3 pieces that are identical and all square. I'm going to cut down a couple of sheets of 1/2-inch plywood. I am not going to show you the whole thing because that would just be really boring. And that's going to be our drawers. We're going to cut them into 6-inch strips, and then we'll take them to the miter saw station, and then we'll cut them down into shorter pieces. You are also going to see me cutting down this beautiful piece of red oak. I wanted to put something hard around the edges of this tabletop. This is really solid material. It's very durable, and I think that is going to serve us well for a very long time. Of course, with my luck, I get a couple of curveballs. We cut all of our wood for the drawers, and we should be assembling them at this point, but we're not finished with the tabletop. When I installed these pieces of oak around the perimeter, I did leave a little bit of a lip because I thought the easiest way to get it perfectly flush with the tabletop would be to then bring it down with my router and a flush trim bit. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. These pieces are raised about 32/32 of an inch or so, and I'm going to be using a 1/2-inch flush trim bit. I'm going to take it down, and then we'll be ready to put some kind of protective coating on there, probably some kind of water-based poly. I think I'm going to put as many coats as I possibly can, and that way at least I have some kind of protection on this table because it's going to be taking a beating. That was unfortunate, but I glued everything up. There was a whole bunch of cracks in here. I put glue in there. I let it sit overnight with a clamp. And now we're going to try again, and hopefully it's going to work. Then after that, we're going to use this chamfer bit, and we're going to put a nice chamfer on the top and on the bottom. And I think then we'll be done with this part of the project. Now we're going to build our drawers. And there's a whole bunch of different ways you can go about this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a dado stack in my table saw, and I'm going to run a dado near the bottom edge of each of these pieces, and then I'll be able to enclose the bottom panel into it. If you're not sure what I mean, just keep watching and you'll see how this thing unfolds. Two of the drawers that I'm going to be assembling are going to be doing it in a different way. And the reason for that is because I'm trying to save money. I had just enough material for the bottoms of the drawers to do 10 of them, and I have 12 drawers. So instead of buying a whole nother 1/4-inch sheet of plywood, I decided to just use whatever I had left of the 1/2-inch plywood, which I had plenty of. So these drawers are going to have a thicker bottom. And as a result, instead of running a dado, I ran a rabbet, and we're going to attach it so that way the bottom of the material, the bottom of the drawer is going to be flush with the side panel. For the remaining 10 drawers that we have, we are going to build them with a 1/4-inch piece of plywood in the bottom. And you saw before that I cut a dado near the bottom at the appropriate thickness. We're going to assemble 3 sides, leaving one side open so we could slide our drawer bottom in, and then we're going to attach the 4th panel and close it off so the drawer bottom can't come out. If you are following my plans for this table, you'll notice that the plans call for all the drawers to have 1/4-inch bottoms. Now, I didn't do that in this video because I didn't want to buy another sheet of 1/4-inch plywood. But if you're going to follow the plans exactly, you'll need an extra sheet of 1/4-inch plywood. It will be easier because I had to change the thickness of my dado stack. It was a bit of an annoying process. But anyway, that's what you're going to see in the plans. By the way, those plans are going to be available on my website, artisanmadethings.com. There is some other stuff there for you to download if you're interested in some of the other videos that I did and you want to build some of those projects as well. All my videos are there, and I keep updating that site, so check it out. It's new, and hopefully you like it. I am also on Instagram, and if you want to follow me, there is a link in the description below. Check that out. Usually I post pictures of and videos of things that I'm working on way before I will post the video on YouTube. So if you want to get a glimpse as to what I'm doing, that is a good way to do it. That is it for this one, everybody. Keep an eye out for part 4. In part 4, we're going to finish this project and we're going to add a couple of surprise features. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that bell icon and that will let you know when I post that video and other videos. If you haven't checked out my channel page yet, please check that out. There's a whole bunch of videos there. And like always, I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you in the next one.